Emily, Laser Princess, Pink Raccoon, and all that jazz. Season 3, Episode 2, Dead Man's Party. There is no Oingo Boingo. I refuse to entertain the thought of actually reading these notes. I'll skim through them here. Don't like this one, and unlike Anne, I'm not going to soften it. Seriously, no Oingo Boingo. What the fuck? Zombies are boring. A big party. Everyone ignoring what Buffy says she wants in order to do a big splashing show of affection that ends up going nowhere because the people who show up are not her friends or anything. Most gratuitous use of the word Belgium. I don't know. Maybe we do have to give Joss Whedon that award. What is it? Was it the silver, or was it the silver pillar or the plastic pillar? I don't remember. Or was my remembering of cricket and its whole deal is marginal. Not a zombie girl anyway, but this one zombie element is weak at best. Essentializing zombies in Afro-Caribbean religion. Yeah, more the generalized bigotry of the Buffy series in general. Yeah, it just, even if he weren't a sex pest, Joss Whedon is like just so white bread. I wish I could have gone to an all-girls school. Yeah. I wonder how many lesbians in all-girls schools are actually happy there, though. So bored with this nonsense, going to get ice cream. And then I spent several minutes eating a scoop of ice cream. And there are stains on the notes. Don't get a house party without booze. Before we got interested in drinking and stuff, kids at my school didn't throw wild parties when parents weren't around. I don't know. I mean, I never had friends, so my parents would have to bribe kids from the neighborhood to come to my house on my birthday to do a party. But did that happen a lot? I mean, I did get occasionally invited to parties, but usually I would given like bad directions, or I would be invited just because people knew I would get like obnoxiously drunk, you know? So I was, obviously I'm not a person. I'm a cautionary tale or something, whatever. But before alcohol was part of your circle growing up, did the kids in your school throw big parties without booze? What would, like, I don't know. Was that a thing? People who are not pariahs maybe can explain that. Apparently there was a dead cat somewhere in this episode. Oh yeah, the zombie cat. Yeah. Mr. Belvedere was Joss like 90 when he wrote that. Who knows? Did he write it all? Probably not. It's probably a writer in the writer's room. Grandpa Simpson wrote it. Jonathan eating dip. X Cordy's I'm the dip wrecks my brain. I doubt Cordy would let Jonathan eat her. That's just me. Seriously, fuck Xander. Zombies broke down the front door. Yeah, they broke down the front door. And that was one of those things where it was like, holy shit. Because that door has stood up to assaults from full-on vampires. And yet, somehow the zombies were able to break it down. Zombies aren't as strong as vampires. They're literal animate corpses. They don't have personalities and things. They don't have motivations. They just either, you know, Dawn of the Dead style run around eating brains, or they just do what the necromancer who created them tells them to do. And they don't have superhuman strength. They have just the, whatever the strength the body would have had when it was alive. So it's very strange. Doors in Sunnydale are really bizarre. And I can't help but think that if I really wanted to get into the weeds on this and go, scene by scene through it all, everything with a door in it, there's probably some indication of how Xander's plan is working over the course of the series based on which doors are invincible and which ones are easily breakable, right? I'm not willing to go into that much effort because, frankly, I'm not going to be around for more than a couple other weeks, so I don't have time for it. Giles, would you like me to convince you? Yeah, this is a beautiful line. He killed that line delivery. And yeah, it was a dumb episode. The zombies are dumb monsters. They're not scary, sorry. There are other things that are similar to zombies that people call zombies, like the things in like the, what is it, 28 Days Later, fast zombies. Those aren't zombies. Those are individual undead creatures of some sort that have some capacity for some level of thought, even if it's, just animal instinct or something. But zombies have none of that. Real zombies have none of that, and they're slow, and they're weak and ineffectual. That's why they're CR like 1/4 or something. It was a dumb episode. It was a really, really dumb episode, and like a lot of really offensive stuff. White colonialist people collecting African artifacts that have zombie powers because of voodoo. Zombies that are somehow a more significant threat than vampires that can break down a door that I have seen personally withstand the assault of elder vampires at full strength. And please, please ignore this episode. It was a bad one.